Hey guys, let me get the links going. As usual, welcome. See how long the lag is. Bear with me while I leave the links. Quiet morning today on the Avon page. We'll see how many people are up and moving. Okay. Up and moving. If you're here, go ahead and check in the comments. I know you're here. Good morning. If you're here and if you're able to comment, go ahead and check in so I know you're here. If you're on an iPhone or your cell phone, you have to link through the internet directly in order to be able to comment. If you just use the app, it won't let you comment. So just FYI. My glasses on so I can see. I have my windows open, and there's a lot of ruckus going on, mowing and other things like that. So if that becomes a problem for you being able to hear, then let me know, and I will close all the windows up. But I think it should be okay. All right, so I'm going to just get started so we can get done in a decent amount of time today. And the first thing I'm going to tell you is if you haven't read your Insider News email yet, go check it out because there is a new recruiting incentive program happening that has to do with a mixer or mixing it up or something like that. And also they did announce changes that they're making to more changes that they're making to our online earnings, where they're upping one of the categories from 10% to 20%, so they are listening to us. So that's better. Still not great, but better than it was. So if you haven't read that yet, make sure you read that when we're done here, because there is some information that does pertain to most of us in one capacity or another. And here's campaign 16. It's a big sales campaign. Basically, this is just one giant outlet catalog for the most part. So there's a lot of stuff that's while supplies last. That's basically the whole book pretty much is while supplies last. So I'm just going to tell you, I was going to kind of read through the items, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I don't know. The first 45 pages are all while supplies last. All 45 pages. And just another note, the very inside page, the very first page, here's the cover, is one of those recruiting pages, and so you need to cover up the information with your personal information so that you don't lose recruits because they go directly to Avon. So anyway, the first 45 pages are all while supplies last stuff. And the one product that's in there that I have a concern about is the extra lasting eyeshadow pencils. That's not in the first 45 pages, but it's on page 61. Oh no. My bad. It's on page, hold on, let me find it. No, it's on page 25. So these. If you have an issue with that, make sure you write into Avon. Because the reason I say that is because this is the one product really all year that got kind of universally across the board really good reviews. And it might just be in there just because they only want to sell a certain amount at this sale price. So maybe they only have a certain designated amount to sell at the $4.99 price, and when they've sold that many, they're not going to sell any more. But historically speaking, when something comes up as while supplies last, it means they're planning to discontinue it. And they're just going to sell them until they're gone. So, you know, if you have concerns with that, make sure you write in. But everything else really wasn't anything surprising. It's either seasonal things or things that have been in the outlet before, or jewelry and fashion items that we know don't stick around very long. But it's still 45 pages worth of basically clearance stuff. So there's even some holiday stuff in there, Christmas things and whatnot. So I'm not going to go through every single product because, like I said, the rest of them are all products that you would expect to see. There's nothing else surprising besides the extra lasting eyeshadow pencils. But the lovely crochet flats are in there, and those are relatively new, but still nothing that I'm surprised to see in there. Okay, so first 45 pages, pretty much all clearance. Then page 47, lowest price ever on the Nailwear Pro Plus nail enamel. And on page 47, there's only 4 colors shown. But basically what they did is, like a couple pages later, they have another 4 colors listed as lowest price ever. And then here they have like all the rest of the colors listed at the same price. So it is basically all of the colors that are on that special. They just have them split up. And then page 49. Lowest price ever on the Ultra Color lipstick, and it dropped by another $1, so it's $5.99 now. They were doing lowest price ever at $6.99. Now it's $5.99. So if you were planning on buying any in campaigns like 14 and 15, where they've had it at lowest price ever at $6.99, hold out and get it at $5.99. Especially if you're going to demo it, you can get it another $1 cheaper. Okay, page 55. Lowest price ever on the Mega Effects Mascara. $7.99. And on page 59, lowest price ever on the CC Color Corrector Cream and the Tinted Moisturizer Lotion in the Ideal Flawless line. I think it's interesting that that it doesn't say Ideal Flawless. It just says Tinted Moisturizer Lotion. There's nothing, other than the picture, there's nothing to indicate what line, what brand it's under. I just thought that was interesting. It's over here, though, but nothing on this page specifically. Okay, here's something surprising that I was surprised with. Page 61, while supplies last. The Ideal Flawless CC Color Corrector Pencil. That just came out. I mean, like, just came out, and it's listed as while supplies last. Again, maybe it's because it's a $4.99 price. Maybe they only have a certain number designated for the $4.99 price, and when they've sold that many, they're gonna cut it off. But the indicator to us when we see while supplies last is that it's a product that's being discontinued. So there's that. Okay, page 65. We talked about this before, while supplies last on the lip lacquer stain. Let me ask you guys a question. If I keep showing these over and over again, I show you them every time they're listed as while supplies last. I don't really feel like I need to do that, though. I feel like as long as we cover it one time, that should be good enough, right? So I'll leave that up to you guys if you want me to mention it every time, or if, we could save time by skipping the ones that we've talked about before. So if you have an opinion about that, just let me know. Okay, page 104, while supplies last. This is in the jewelry. This is the Genuine Freshwater Pearl Stackable Ring Set, the Genuine Freshwater Pearl and Faux Shell Necklace with Embellishment, and the Starfish 3-piece gift set. So this kind of summary line of starfish and seashells jewelry. And page 106, while supplies last, on the Blue Hues multi-strand necklace. Under the Tribal collection, the Y necklace and earring gift set, and the ring. The only one that's not while supplies last in that set is the drop earrings. So you've got this necklace is while supplies last. Then in the Tribal style collection, you've got this necklace and earring set here are while supplies last, and the ring is while supplies last. These earrings over here are not listed as while supplies last. Okay, pages 108 through 116, again, is a whole section, all of While Supplies Last, and it's all jewelry items. There isn't really anything, you know, I never expect the jewelry to really be around for that long. You know, I expect that to be kind of a seasonal, short-term item. So I'm not surprised that by anything that's listed here as being while supplies last. So I'm not going to show all of them to you, but you know, just know that there are quite a few pages of jewelry all listed at while supplies last, and they're basically doing like 2 for sales, like 2 for $15. That's pretty normal for them for a sale. But then on page 117, there's the lowest price ever on the Dazzling collection, which is not listed as while supplies last. But this is, you know, this is all the ones, like all of the initial necklaces. Okay, page 119, lowest price ever. This is a lot of the 4A stuff. It's the signature long pendant necklace, the signature double drop earrings, and the signature boyfriend watch are all lowest prices ever. And then we have another section of while supplies last from pages 120 to pages 123. And again, it's basically watches and jewelry. So some of it is the sterling collection, you know, the sterling silver line. But again, you know, nothing in here that I'm just super shocked to see listed. So I'm not going to go through every single one of those just for the sake of time. Page 125, lowest price ever on the Hollywood Glamour Floating Rhinestone Cuff Watch, which is part of the, you know, Paula Abdul Forever, selected by Paula Abdul line. Up here. Page 130. Lowest price ever on the chambray pin tuck tunic, the Your Favorite legging 2-pack, and the crochet top, which is kind of that mint color top. So this top here, these leggings up here, and then this mint color top here. And then page 153 is lowest price ever. Again, we've talked about these before. These are the Skin So Soft shower gels for $1.69. Good morning. And then on page 161, another lowest price ever. This was the same price in the Campaign 15 brochure. It's the natural soaps for $2.99. And then on the back cover, there's a lowest price ever of the Light and Ruffle 3-pack scarf set for $9.99. So, now there's one thing I want to just kind of touch on. It's something we've never really talked about before. Inside the back cover, there is an offer. It's basically an all 5 for $10.99 set. This is the whole Rio 2 line that we have going on. And so basically what you get is for $10.99 you get the Mango Lip Balm, the the Crazy Coconut Bath Time Body Paint, the Crazy Coconut Shampoo and Conditioner, the Magnificent Mango Body Wash and Bubble Bath, and the Magnificent Mango Detangling Spray. Now, there is an offer that says, you know, free comb with purchase of the Rio 2 bundle. So if you buy the bundle, you're basically getting 6 things for $10.99. If you buy the bundle, they're giving you the comb for free. But they have a limit on it. It says limit 1 per customer, not available separately. So you can't buy the comb separately, and you know, a customer can only get 1 free comb. If they buy 5 bundles, they don't get 5 combs. They get 1 comb for free. Okay? But here's the thing. Oh, somebody dinged in. Let me check that real quick. Make sure it's not somebody asking a question on Facebook. Oh, Michelle's here. She says the comments aren't working for her. Oh. Are you on your cell phone, Michelle? Hopefully there's not just a problem with comments altogether. Okay, so the thing about this is, not too long ago, a few years ago, before they changed our fee system and they just gave us the one-time fee, they used to charge us they charged us a $2.50 processing fee every time we placed an order. And then they charged us it was like $1.50 per customer that placed an order as a processing fee. And that's where the 75-cent charge comes from that's on your invoice. Because the customers would pay half. You know, basically the customer was paying half of that processing fee, and you were responsible for paying the other half of the processing fee. And so what would happen was representatives didn't want to have to pay that processing fee. So if they had 10 customers, for example, they might say that they only had 5 customers so that they wouldn't be charged as much. And, you know, I mean, to each his own, right, in that situation. But the only thing that really affected, other than Avon not getting that money, was it affected how much Avon thought customers sold. Like when Avon would say, okay, our representatives have reported that they have sold to 1 million customers, and here's how much they sold. So if we divide how much they sold by the 1 million customers, the average sale per customer is $20 to $25, right? That's where they get that $20 to $25 range. So what people would do is they would report fewer customers than they actually had, and then they would get gypped on their free gifts when they would have a limit, like the limit 1 per customer. So they're not going to send you 10 of these if you only report that you have 5 customers. They're going to send you 5, right? Okay, so I mean, Avon is not as strictly looking at the number of customers you report anymore, because they're not expecting you to pay a certain amount of money based on that number. But you can find yourself in trouble if you don't report the right amount of people when you're looking at deals like this. Because let's say, for example, you have 6 customers, and let's just pretend, to make it easy, that all 6 of your customers ordered this deal, and they just ordered 1 of them, but all 6 of them ordered it. And you, when you were putting your order in, you mistakenly forgot 1 person. You know, you just, when you were trying to count through your head how many people you have, you forgot, and you only reported 5 people. Well, Avon, because this is 1 per customer, there is a good chance that Avon is only going to send you 5 combs instead of 6. So this is the one time where you really need to make sure that you report the right number of customers, or make sure that your numbers add up, because there is a chance that you could not be sent some of your free gifts in that scenario. The flip side of that is, if you are one of those people, one of the representatives who sells at fairs and festivals, or maybe you have some type of a storefront, or you know, you do parties type selling, or that type of thing, and you want to use this as, you know, a product that you sell, and you want, you know, let's say you want to buy 10 of these to have on hand to sell. In order to get 10 free combs, you're going to have to report 10 customers, whether you have 10 customers or not. Okay? Is everybody following me here with that? If you want all 10 combs, don't say, you know, don't go, well, my mom bought for me, my sister bought for me, you know, my 2 neighbors bought for me, and the girl from work, that's 5 people, so I'm going to put 5 down. You're going to have to put 10 down if you want all of your sets to come with a comb. Okay? So when you're planning ahead, you got to think of that type of thing when you're looking at a deal like this. All right? Does that make sense to everybody? I just wanted to point that out because it's not something we talk about very much anymore because it doesn't matter as much anymore now because Avon, we get billed differently. You know, we just have the one fee, and it's not separated anymore, and it's not relevant to how many people you sell to anymore, which is good. But it could still be an issue if you're doing it wrong when it comes to things like this. Okay, so everybody with me there? We're all good? Okay, the next thing, the outlet catalog, there really is not anything in the outlet catalog that I'm surprised by at all, but I do want to just, you know, show it to you. There's a lot of the Sterling collection in it, you know, a lot of clothes and shoes, but nothing, there's nothing in there that I think you would be surprised to see in there. So no other surprise discontinued products as of yet. So I want to jump straight into the what's new, and there is kind of a lot to talk about in the what's new, so I want to focus on that for a while. Here's what it looks like, and it says, we make it sparkle, you make it spectacular, introducing the brilliant new look of Avon jewelry. So this obviously is heavy on jewelry. I can say I'm not really sure what the new look of the jewelry is, other than there's a little bit of a sense that, you know, historically speaking, Mark has had the edgier, bigger, chunkier, and higher priced pieces, where for the most part, you know, Avon's jewelry was, you know, cost-wise was on the lower end, and they do have some chunky pieces in the Avon line, but not quite the same as Mark. The only thing that I can say is this might be kind of a happy medium in between the two, where there are a little bit more chunky pieces in this selection than we normally see, and they're priced accordingly. But at the same time, they're not as edgy as Mark was. So it's still more of the Avon style, just a little bit more of the bigger pieces than we're used to seeing, and a little more pieces that are priced a little bit higher. There are a lot of lower priced items as well, but you know, there isn't necessarily anything that I can tell that they have drastically changed to, you know, give it a new look, so to speak. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of touch on that. One thing that I did notice is they do have some 10-karat gold, and it is yellow gold. So let me show you that really quick. There's some hoop earrings. We don't very often, well, we never see yellow gold anymore. We used to back in the day, but it went away, but it's coming back. So we like that. So that's good. That is definitely a change. Everything else, I want to give you some surprises, or let you be surprised. But I'll show you, talking about chunkier pieces. Here's a, you know, a chunkier necklace. And let me show you another one. This one as well is a little on the chunkier side. Okay, so there's that. There are some new items in the Forever line coming out, which is the Paula Abdul selected items. So let me give you I'll go ahead and show you those. There's basically some shoes, a bag, and a couple jewelry items. This part is not. This part is not a part of it. So those are coming out. We're basically starting to get into fall. The Ruched Cami 4-pack, you guys, if you've been around for a little while, you'll remember that there was a pack that had orange and kind of a royal blue and a kind of a minty teal green and a fuchsia pink. Well, they're bringing the same line back out, but it's more fall colors. So it's kind of like a red and a deep blue, basically the same fall colors as they kind of had last year, you know, with the red and the blue and then a brown and a gray. But so these are the same tank tops, just different colors that they've had in the past. And I will say with these, I generally buy everything in the large size. I usually get the 14-16 because I'm very chesty, and so I need, you know, I need the room in the top, and everything is generally big everywhere else on me, but I just need it. I need it big in the bust. These, for me, I felt like ran a little bit big. I felt like I should have probably ordered the medium because I have the other colors. So just a little tidbit. Any of your customers who are kind of waffling, they feel like they're in between, tell them to go a size down on those because they're roomy. And then, let's see, they're re-demoing a lot of the clear skin line. So if you want to demo and you don't need the awards points, if you're not to President's Club yet, or if you're trying to get to a higher level in the PRP plan, don't buy demos from here because you don't get the full awards points. Buy your demos out of the book. Yeah, you might pay a little bit more if you're not at a guaranteed earnings level, but you'll get to the guaranteed earnings level faster by doing that. So, but if you already are at a comfortable earnings level and you're not worried about awards points, then you know if you want to demo, you can demo the clear skin out of here again. There's going to be another. This was in the last What's New as well, but they're offering buy one get one free on samples on the extra lasting liquid foundation samples. So you can buy one get one free on those again. And then this is new. I want to talk about this one. We have a brand new Mega Effects liquid eyeliner. So to go with the Mega Effects mascara, there's now going to be a liquid eyeliner. And the eyeliner tip basically is one of those that sort of looks like a flat angled eyeliner brush. It's not a regular brush tip. It's not a regular felt tip. It's kind of angled. So it's angled and skinny. So if you use it the skinny direction, you get just a straight line. If you turn it to the side a little bit, you can make your line wider. So let me see if I can get to where you can see the tip. Can you see that there? So expanding the Omega Effects line. And I'm just looking to see if there's any other kind of selling points to that. Since the pencil has an ergonomic grip, and that's pretty much it. So ergonomic grip, and then just having that kind of special tip. There's going to be a new metallic effects nail enamel. Says it resists chipping, it's even streak-free application, no formaldehyde, toluene, or DBP. So kind of similar to the metallics that we did last year, but less kind of less intense. They're a little less metallic. They're almost more like a satiny finish, it looks like, from the swatches, than a true metallic finish. But I guess we'll have to see in person. Looks like five colors. And let's see, Mark. There is a scarf. There's going to be a new scarf. It's called the all-around style scarf. It's basically going to be priced at $10 with any $30 purchase from the fall magalog, or they can buy it separately for $18. And you can demo it. The difference in demo prices is interesting. You can demo it for $7 if you're PRP, or for $7.50 if you're a rep. I mean, if you're just a regular rep, if you're not President's Club yet. With a mark purchase from pages 19, 21, and 27. Or you can demo it for $12.60 if you're PRP, or $13.50 as a rep if you purchase it separately. So they're giving you different prices if you demo something else. But it's kind of not clear how much you need to spend. I guess maybe just, it says with $30 in parentheses magalog customer pricing mark purchase from pages 19 and 21 to 27. So I guess you need to spend what would be $30 regular price. You know, you need to demo enough items that would total up $30 regular price in order to get the scarf at the lower demo price. So, and then there's going to be a limited edition scent. It's called Wonder Floor. Fragrance features notes of apple blossoms, meadow dew, fresh freesia, just picked daisies, and a touch of pillowy musk, it says. So there's going to be a body cream and a spray. And then there's an opportunity to demo more items sort of in a pack. It's called the Wonder Floor Advanced Order Pack. And it includes the Wonder Floor spray, the body cream, and then there's a set which has the mini nail lacquers that comes with a bracelet ring. You know, it's one of those bracelets that there's a ring and then there's a bracelet portion and it attaches over the hand. There's going to be a set where you get that bracelet and two of the minis together. So that whole set is included. And then there's a new Color Swing eye compact, which if you're familiar with the Color Swing, there's 3 colors on the top and 3 colors on the bottom, and you can flip it over to use either side. So there's an advance order pack with all of these included. You save more than 50% off the magalog prices. So your cost is $45, but the entire value is $90. So that's good. You're getting more than half off. So we like that on the dollar amount. The downside to it is that you only get award sales for the $45. You don't get award sales for $90. So if you need award points, if you're trying to get a President's Club, don't do this. You know, if you want to demo these, demo them straight from the catalog. You pay a little bit more, but like I said before, you get to President's Club faster. So the rules are no limit, delayed billing. You order unlimited sets in campaign 16 or 17. You'll be billed in campaign 18. Pay with your campaign 19 order. The $45 pack price counts toward award sales and earnings level and will be used to calculate leadership bonus earnings if purchased by a member of your downline and orders paid in full. All units count towards your credit limit. You may be required to pay an additional deposit based on your account balance and credit limit. Okay, so here's all the items that are included. So you've got the perfume, the body cream. Here is the flip kit, which let me show you the flip kit. See, there's these kind of neutral colors on one side and purple colors on the other. So when you can flip it over and use the purple side, or you can flip it over and use the neutral side. And then here is the nail kit and bracelet set. Okay? And then, and you can demo that separately. I mean, any of these you can demo separately. They do have demo opportunities for all of these separately if you don't want them all together. But you save more if you do it all together if you don't need the awards points. Okay, so I want to talk about some of the hookup products that are coming back out, some of the products that were sort of discontinued, but they're revamping and bringing back out. The first thing is the What Align Max, the eyeliners. They're coming out in waterproof now. So basically, they took all of the What Align eyeliners and they made them all waterproof. And the colors are going to be Blackest Black, Electric Cobalt, Steely Gleam, Chocolate Gleam, Forest Gleam, and Plum Gleam. So there's 4 colors. So that's here. And then on the hookups, they have basically a cream eyeshadow. It's called All Time Eye, and it's going to be the bigger sized hookups now. So it's six colors that you can choose from. And then they're also doing a lip gloss, which is a plumping gloss, and it's called Total Kiss Up. And there are 6 shades. So 3 of them are old shades, Sexy, Swank, and Smashing, and then they have 3 new shades, Revel, Femme, and Belle, or Bella. And then, of course, you know, they can buy hookups separately if they want to, but if you buy 2, you usually always get the hookup for free. Okay, so here's the eyeshadows, and they're just like a cream eyeshadow. They have a doe foot applicator, it looks like. And then here are the plumping glosses. The Total Kiss Up is 43% bigger than its predecessor, the Pro Gloss. So, again, the bigger packaging. The price is higher too. They're going to be $10 each in the Maglog. And then there's a lot of, you know, fashion items for the Mark. I think I'm not going to show you those just because, I mean, I want you guys to have some surprises. But, you know, it's the normal Mark edgy, kind of edgy style. But the next big thing I want to talk about is, you know, a product that we're all concerned about them getting rid of. You know, the lemon sugar, that line, the body butters, the hand creams, the 3-in-1 body wash, the body mist, and the body scrub. Those are all coming back. The scents, of course, are going to be Dreaming of Jasmine, Crushing on Coconut, Passionate for Plumberry, and then the Sweet on Lemon Sugar. They're all going to be bigger. The body scrub and the hand cream are going to be 122% bigger than the old version. The, let's see, what is that? The body wash is 31% bigger than it used to be. The spray is 38% bigger than it used to be. And then the body butter, they have reformulated the body butters, and and it says now unbelievably rich and thick. So they've made it thicker, I guess, than it was before. So they have changed the formula on the body butters. So, you know, let your customers know that the body butters, they should expect that to be a little bit different than it was before if they were hardcore fans of it before, which a lot of people were. So that's what it looks like with the new packaging, bigger than before. And they are doing samples. And it's basically, it's the $4 samples, but this has multiple scents, and it dispenses from 2 sides. So it has 100 of the pull-out mini scent strip samples, which is just like we've done with some of the Avon fragrances. And each one features 2 scents. So you can buy the one that has that's passionate for plumberry and sweet on lemon sugar, or you can get the dreaming of jasmine and crushing on coconut from it. Okay, so each strip. Now there's only one item number for this, so I'm assuming that all 4 fragrances are in the 100 pack, and they just have 2 different strips, and one of the strips has 2 of the scents and one of the strips has another, all in the same pack, I'm assuming, because there's only one order number to order it. So I'm assuming, based on the way it's listed here, that all 4 scents are included in there, but depending on which strip they get, they're going to get the opportunity to smell two of the scents, you know, depending on which strip they get. Does that make sense to you? Kind of hard to explain. Okay. Now again, prices are going to be higher. Like the hand cream, for example, the old hand cream used to be $4. Well, it's going to be $6. So the body wash is $10. The body butter and the body scrub are $12. The body mist is $14. So prices are higher, but the packaging is bigger. And then there are, of course, some new home goods, kitchenware type things. Some cute things for cappuccino, fancy drinkers, coffee drinkers, stencils. I'm just going to say stencils. I'm not going to show you. I'm just going to say that and let you give you something to be excited about when you get your what's new. And I think that's it. Oh, I'll show you this. There is another new empowerment item. It's the butterfly motif tote bag. It's going to be $10 in the brochure. And, you know, they do give some good information here about the empowerment program. So, okay, so that's it for the brochures. There's one more thing I want to talk about. I touched on it a little bit last time, and I kind of talk about it all the time, but I really want to sort of break it down a little bit better for you as far as kind of having a solid business plan. You know, not all of us are as good at being business managers as others. Or knowing how to manage product lines or what you're buying. You know, we're not all professional buyers and that kind of thing. But you kind of have to think that way because this is your business. So I want to talk about demoing products for a minute. And I tell you guys all the time, if you're not to President's Club yet, it's not the best idea to demo from the What's New, because in most cases, you don't get all of the awards points that you could be getting if you ordered it straight from the brochure. So we've talked about that a lot of times. And if anybody doesn't understand what I mean, you know, feel free to ask me, and I'll go into detail breaking that down for you. But you know, I think for the most part, people kind of they maybe don't realize it at first, but you can kind of understand what I'm saying when I'm talking about that. But when you decide to demo something, there are a lot of things you need to think about. Let me check and make sure that's not a question. Okay, I think we're okay. When you're demoing a product, don't just demo it because it's something that you want. The first thing you need to do when you decide you're going to invest into a demo is you need to figure out right away how many of those do you then need to sell in order to just cover the cost of the demo. Okay? So if I buy this hand cream, how many do I need to sell just to break even? Do I need to sell 4 of them, 5 of them? How many do I need to sell to make my money back that I spent on it? And then, once you know that, you have to decide how much of a profit do I want to make from this demo. And you need to decide from the point that you break even, how many more do you need to sell in order to make your profit margin that you want on that item. So do you need to sell 3 more? Do you need to sell 8? Do you need to sell 10? Do you want to sell 20 above the break-even line? How much of a profit do you want to make from your demo? Okay? The mistake that representatives make all the time is they say, oh, that's cute, I want to buy that for myself, and I'll buy it as a demo. And they might take it around and they might show it, but they might only sell maybe 1 or 2, which does not earn them back enough money to cover the cost of the item that they bought. Right? Now, the mistake that they make on top of that is maybe they have a really good campaign. So maybe they make enough money to cover the cost of the demo. You know, maybe they sold a whole lot of clothing and a bunch of skincare, and they sold all kinds of stuff. So they made more than enough money overall to pay for the demo. But if they didn't sell enough of the demoed item to cover it specifically, then it was a bad business plan. Okay? So let me give you a bigger example of that. Let's say, for instance, you are the CEO of a huge international corporation, and you have one manager who's in charge of your shoe line, and one manager who's in charge of your skincare line, and one manager who's in charge of your makeup line. And let's say, for example, your manager who's in charge of your makeup line has his business plan and decides he's going to spend a certain amount of money on something, and his plan completely flops. His products don't sell. He doesn't recoup. He doesn't sell enough of those items to recoup the amount of money that was spent, and that happens. But let's say the shoe line is selling like crazy. So your company is doing really, really well. It's still doing really well because the shoe line is selling like hotcakes, and the skincare line's doing really well too. They're making a profit. So between the two of those, it more than covers, you've got more than enough money to cover the mistakes of the beauty line, right? The mistakes of that manager. But are you still going to keep that manager as an employee? Are you still going to let him keep managing the beauty line? I mean, no. If he keeps making those kind of mistakes, he's going to get fired, right? And you need to fire yourself if you make bad decisions within your business. Even if you're covered, even if there's something else that makes up for it, if you are, those bad decisions are still hurting your business. You should have made all of the profit on all of that other stuff and made a good profit on the item you decided to demo. Okay? So the point I want to make to you is if you are going to demo items, you must have a very solid sales plan. You need to know exactly how many you need to sell to make your money back, and you need to know exactly how much money you plan to make as profit from that item. Okay, and that needs to be the goal. Now, as long as you're into the profit, you're good. I mean, if you set a really high goal, let's say you say, I want to sell 100 of these, and you end up only selling 95, well, that's not really a failure. You know, you did pretty well, right? You covered your cost, and you made a really good profit from that one item, right? But if you're going to demo products, you have got to make money from that product. Otherwise, it's, you know, $8 or $10 that you wasted that you could have done something else with. Okay, so is everybody, are you with me on that? If you buy a necklace because it's pretty, now, and you don't sell any of that necklace. If you see a necklace and you think, I like that necklace, I'm going to demo it because I want it, and I'm going to wear it with the dress, and you go out in the public and people go, oh, I really like your outfit, and you go, hey, you can order this. There is a benefit to that. It can get people's attention, but if you only sell the dress and you never sell the necklace, then you still wasted money on the necklace in the long run. Okay, always bring it back to the dollars and cents. Because chances are you could have worn any other pretty necklace with the nice dress and still got the same attention. If you were put together, somebody's still going to say, oh, I really like your outfit, right? And you wouldn't have lost the money on the necklace that you didn't sell. Okay? So are you with me on that? Make really smart decisions when you're demoing. And another thing, too, is make sure if you're demoing a product like a shower gel or a hand lotion, make sure, let's say you're going to do a hand lotion, for example, and let's say that you need to sell 10 of them to hit your minimum goal. Ideally, you want to sell more like 15 or 20. But let's say you have to sell 10 just to make your money back and make profit on 2. Well, make sure you can get 10 demos out of the hand cream. If you use like if you're using the little cups and you squirt so much into those little cups that you only get 5 demos out of it, well, you're probably not going to make your money back, right? If you can only get 5 uses out of it, you're not going to sell 10 from it. Okay, so think about that kind of stuff too. Make sure you are you're planning how you're going to use the demo as well. You know, it's a little bit different if it's like a holiday decoration. You know, that's different than an item that you can run out of. Okay, so just wanted to touch on demos, just making smart decisions. Oh, Michelle can comment. Yay! Yeah, a lot of people buy things because they want it. And it's okay to want the stuff, and it's okay to choose things because you like it. You know, that's perfectly fine, but you have to make money with it. You have to have a plan to then make a profit from that item. It can't, you know, you can't just be, oh, it's pretty, and one or two people complimented on it, and they did buy something, but nobody has bought the necklace. You know, you have to actually sell the necklace. So, you know, it's okay to choose your demos based on things that you like, but you have to have a business plan. You can't just make your decisions based on likes. You have to have an actual business plan that includes dollars and cents and math. Okay, so that's all I wanted to say about that. Is just be smart in your choices and have a plan. Because if you don't sell it, it was a waste of your money. It was $5 or $10 or $8 that you could have done something else with or saved. Even if you make enough money to pay for it with other things. All right, so the next time is in 2 weeks. So we're looking at the 14th. Can't believe it's June already. The 14th, 11 o'clock Eastern. It's okay to buy something you want, then do not complain I'm not making any money. Oh, yeah. Reps are terrible about that, right? Oh, I only made $30 profit, but I turn around and spent $70 because I wanted the dress and the shoes and the bag and the necklace. Yeah, that's another good point. That might be something we should talk about the next time, is separating. You have to separate your personal purchases from your business money. You got to separate it. Yep. We are our own worst enemies as representatives, aren't we? It's still business. It's fun. It's a hobby. It's things that we like, but it's business. And it's only a business if you run it like a business. All right. So if there's not any questions, if there are any questions, you can always ask me, as always, on the IM page, which is facebook.com/groups/IamMoney. Or you can ask me on the Maven page if you want to. All right, so that's it. Nice short one this time. We did it in an hour. Woohoo! All right. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.